Why, hello there, boys and girls. It's me, Mrs. Collier. Now, I'm recording today's lesson right now on pajama day. So that is why I am wearing my crazy pig costume, my pig pajamas. So today in our lesson, we are going to start by reviewing some of our vocabulary that we learned, and we are also going to be going over our sight words again and learning a little bit more about our story with Dr. Seuss, who is also the author of our lovely friend story, The Cat in the Hat. So let's get started. Let's go over our vocabulary words that we learned in this story. Our first word that we learned in our story was the word yanking. Yanking. The word yanking means pulling with a jerk. In our story, the word yanking was used when it says, "One day, while she was yanking the weeds out of the garden, the little red hen found some grains of wheat." The next word we saw was the word awake. The word awake means not asleep. In our story, the word awake was used when it says, "Not I," meowed the cat, who was barely awake, and she fell back asleep. The next word we went over was the word trip. Now the word trip can have two different meanings. The word trip can mean I trip and fall to the ground, or it can also mean that you are going someplace and returning. The word trip in the story is used when it is used as going someplace. In our story, the word trip was used when it says, "Then I will make the trip to the miller by myself," said the little red hen. The next word is the word try. The word try means to make an attempt or effort to do something. The word try was used in our story when it says, "When she finished the dough, the little red hen asked, 'Could any of you at least try to help me make the bread?'" Our next word we learned was the word twice. The word twice means 2 times. The word twice was used in our story when it says, "I won't ask twice." And our last word that we learned was the word wonder. The word wonder means to be curious about something. In our story, the word wonder is used when it says, "I wonder who will help me eat this bread," she said. Let's go over our sight words that we learned this morning. Our sight words are also sometimes called our words to know. So let's look at our list of words to know first before we read the sentence. Our words to know are the words write, read, pictures, draw, was, after. So let's read the sentences and see how they are used. Our first card says write. Write. The sentence says, "They write stories to read in class." So the word is write. Our next card says the word read. Read. Our sentence says, "Dad will read a book to us." Read. Our next word is the word pictures. Pictures. The sentence says, "He is looking for some pictures of lions." Pictures. Our next word is the word draw. Draw. The sentence says, They all like to draw pictures. Draw. Next we have the word was. Was. The sentence says, this animal book was very funny. Was. And the last word is the word after. After. They will go to sleep after the story. Now, as we talked about before, our target skills for this week are text and graphic features. When we read our story, Dr. Seuss, it has special features that add information. Photos add to what the words say. What do you learn about Dr. Seuss from the photos? Why are some words in dark print? What do you learn about the Cat in the Hat from the words, photos, and artwork used in the story? So as we are rereading our story, Dr. Seuss, be thinking about the special graphic features. What are the photos adding to the words? What are we learning about Dr. Seuss from these photos? Why are some words in dark print? What can we learn about the Cat in the Hat from our graphic features? Be thinking about these as we are rereading through our story, Dr. Seuss. We also learned that the genre of our story is a biography. Dr. Seuss is a biography. It tells true information about the life of Dr. Seuss. Look at the photos. They show the real man. What is he doing in these photos? As we are rereading, look back at our story for text evidence. Besides writing, what else did Dr. Seuss like to do? What other facts do you know about Dr. Seuss that could be in a biography? Be thinking about these questions as we are rereading through our story, Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss, written by Helen Lester. Our essential question is, what makes a story or poem funny? Here is Dr. Seuss. You can call him Ted. His mom and dad did. So who is this a picture of? Dr. Seuss. And what is his real name? Ted. His name is Ted Seuss. Ted was a funny man. Ted was a funny man. The word was is one of our sight words for this week. Ted would draw pictures. Ted would draw pictures. The words draw and pictures are also some of our sight words for this week. Here is a fun picture. Here is a fun picture. Who do you think is in the picture? We see Dr. Seuss, but it also looks like a drawing of the Cat in the Hat. Ted could write too. Ted wrote the book, The Cat in the Hat. Write is also one of our sight words, and the cat in the hat is who we met at the beginning of our lesson. The Cat in the Hat was a big hit. Can you find the Cat in the Hat? Do you see the cat in the hat in this picture? Look closely. There are two cat in the hats in the back of the picture. Ted had many big hits after The Cat in the Hat. Kids like the Lorax a lot. Have you ever read The Lorax or The Cat in the Hat? After is also one of our sight words for this week. Ted would write rhymes. Can you find some here? Can you see some words on this page that rhyme? The word splat and hat rhyme. Also the word sled and the word red. The word bell and smell. It was fun to hear Ted read. Read is also one of our sight words for this week. So here we can see Dr. Seuss or Ted Seuss reading to a class. Now kids can see animals from his books. Now kids can see animals from his books. Do you see who this is a picture of in the statue? This is a picture of Dr. Seuss and Cat in the Hat. This is a picture of Dr. Seuss National Memorial Sculpture Garden. Dr. Seuss is still a big hit with kids today. In our story, Dr. Seuss, we saw many pictures of Ted Seuss. We also learned a lot of facts about Dr. Seuss. We read that he liked to write, he liked to draw, that he was funny, and he also liked to rhyme. Now let's read our decodable for the week and use our reader's notebook to complete an activity. For our decodable today, we are going to be reading the story Splat, Splat. Now as we're reading our story, be looking for what we learned in our phonics skills. Be looking for words that blend with the letter S and also words that have the short E sound, so the eh sound. So as we read through the story, I will read a sentence and then I want you to read it along with me. So let's get started with our decodable. Splat, splat. Meg has on a red smock. So read that with me. Meg has on a red smock. Stan has on a tan smock. Stan has on a tan smock. So looking at the words on this page, do you see any words that blend with the letter S or that have the short E, sound? Yes, we see a few. The word Meg, egg, has the short E sound. Also the word red, egg. short E sound. I then see two words that blend with the letter S. Do you see them? The words smock, smock, blend with the SM sound to make the sm sound, and also the name Stan. The name Stan blends with the letter ST to make the st sound in Stan. Splat, splat, Meg will draw spots. Meg will draw dots. Let's read that together. Splat, splat, Meg will draw spots. Meg will draw dots. What words on this page do we see that blend with the letter S? The words splat, splat, blend with the letter S, and also the word spots, spots. Snip, snap, Stan will snip scraps. Let's read that together. Snip, snap, Stan will snip scraps. Oh my, there is a lot of words that blend with the letter S in this sentence. The words snip, snap, Stan, and scraps. Notice how each of them blend with the letter S. Sn, sn, st, st, s, and scr. Stan will snap blocks. What good trucks Stan has? Let's read together. Stan will snap blocks. What good trucks Stan has? Yum, yum, Mom has snacks. Let's read together. Yum, yum, Mom has snacks. Stan will stop for a snack. Stan will stop for a snack. Stan has a big snack. Stan has a big snack. The word snack blends with the letter S. It makes the sn sound, like in snack or snap, like snack or the word snap. Stan has his snack. Yum, yum. Let's read together. Stan has his snack. Yum, yum. Will Meg stop for a snack? Will Meg stop for a snack? Will Meg skip her snack? Will Meg skip her snack? Meg will skip it. Meg will skip it. Splat, splat, splat. Splat, splat, splat. See, two words that blend with the letter S again. The word skip, skip. blends with the SK sk sound, and also the word splat. Splat. What a fun story for us to read today to practice our phonics skills of the short E and blends with the letter S. Now let's complete an activity in our reader's notebook. To end our lesson today, we are going to be completing an activity in our reader's notebook. We are completing our Words to Know activity on page 120 of our reader's notebook. So if you would go ahead and get out your reader's notebook, please, and turn to page 120, we can get started. So as we said, we're working on our Words to Know, which is also called our high frequency words, or also known as our sight words. Has a lot of different names, but it's all the same thing. Our directions tell us to circle the word that fits in each sentence. Write that word on the line. So what we will do, we will look through each of our sentences and notice that there are parentheses with some words in them. Each of these words are our words to know, or sight words. So we are going to select the word that fits best in the sentence, circle it, and write it on the line. So let's look at number 1. Number 1 says, I like to. Now would we say, I like to read? I like to after? I like to was. Which of these words would complete the sentence best? I like to read. We would say, I like to read. Then we're going to write the word read in the blank. Read. So we are going to write the word read in the blank for number 1. Now, I'm going to go through and I'm going to read you the sentence and the words, and I want you to circle the word and write it on the line. At the very end, we'll go back through each of our answer choices. So number 2 says, the cat blank in his bed. Would we say the cat after in his bed? The cat was in his bed? Or the cat draw in his bed? Which of these words fits best in the sentence? The cat after in his bed? The cat was in his bed? The cat draw in his bed? Circle the word and write it on the line. Number 3 says, I like to blank animals. Would we say, I like to after animals? I like to was animals? I like to draw animals. Circle the word that fits best in the sentence, then write it on the line. I like to after animals. I like to was animals. I like to draw animals. Number 4 says, here are blank of my cat. Would we say, here are rights of my cat? Here are pictures of my cat? Here are reads of my cat. Circle the word that fits best in the sentence, then write it on the line. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video. Number 5 says, now I will blank to my dad. Would we say, now I will was to my dad? Now I will after to my dad? Now I will write to my dad. Circle the word that fits best in the sentence, then write it on the line. And number 6 says, I will help you blank, I call Brad. Would we say, I will help you after I call Brad? I will help you draw, I call Brad. I will help you read, I call Brad. Circle the word that fits best in the sentence, then write it on the line. Now that we have gone through and read through each of our sentences, let's go over our answers. For number 2, we should have said, the cat was in his bed. So we would have circled the word was and wrote the word was in the blank. The cat was in his bed. On number 3, it says, I like to draw animals. So we would have circled the word draw and then write the word draw in blank. I like to draw animals. On number 4, we would have said, here are pictures of my cat. So we would have circled the word pictures and then wrote the word pictures in the blank. Here are pictures of my cat. So the word pictures in the blank. Number 5 says, now I will write to my dad. So we would have circled the word write and wrote the word write in the blank. Now I will write to my dad. In class, as we're going through this, if you realized you accidentally put the wrong word or you chose the wrong choice, make sure you are erasing it and correcting it. And number 6 says, I will help you after I call Brad. So we would have circled the word after and wrote the word after in the blank. I will help you after I call Brad. So let's go back and read over these words again. Our first one was the word read, was, draw, pictures, write, after. Once you have completed this activity and have double checked to make sure they are correct, you are all done with reading for today.